Welcome to today's military style fitness challenge. Today's theme is Marine Corps. I'll first kind of go through the flow of today's exercise plan. We're gonna be starting out for the warm-up. That's gonna be around 3 to 5 minutes. Then you're gonna go into an 800-meter run, followed by a mini circuit consisting of a shoulder press, burpees, and walking lunges. Following that, you're gonna move into with the partner, fireman's carry or a piggyback, alternatively a bear crawl for 100 meters 2 times. Then you're going to do a shuttle sprint, or kind of going back and forth from line to line. That's going to be covering 50 meters. And then at the end, we're going to end with a cool down. So let's kind of go back through and I'll look at the form for some of these movements. For those warm-ups, the 3 main exercises are going to be lunges, high knees, and push-ups. You can add in other movements if you wish, such as shoulder rolls, arm circles, leg swings if you wish, but the main 3 we're focusing on are lunges. With any of these movements, I like to focus on the 3 main pillars: plant my stance, embrace and engage my core, and set my shoulders. So for those lunges, if you wish, walking lunges, we're gonna take a step out, controlling down and pushing forward as we walk, alternating as we go. This can also be a stationary lunge. I would recommend for that about 10 to 15 forward, and then we can try 10 to 15 backwards. We're really trying to keep the chest up as we're going through these lunges, and again, brace through your core. Work to a range of motion that feels comfortable, maybe stretching it just a little bit, but work within the range of motion that works well for us. For those high knees, as a modified form, we can march in place, or a true high knee. We're gonna be driving those knees up from one side to the other, again, bracing the core as we do so. Push-ups, we have a couple modifications here. You either can start off no modifications as a toe push-up. You can modify to a knee push-up or an incline push-up. For the normal push-up, set the shoulders, brace the core, plant my stance. I'm making sure my hips are in line with the rest of my body. I control down, keeping my elbows 45 to 60 degrees from my side before pushing back up. If you modified your knees, just drop them straight down. Oftentimes, you'll feel more comfortable to come into a tabletop position, but then we're really not working the chest as adequately, and we need that to be warmed up. So, plank position, drop the knees, and go into those modified push-ups. If we need further modification, feel free to grab a box, a chair, a couch, a countertop, an incline, and then we're just gonna bring our feet back as we lower ourselves to our incline and push away. After we're all warmed up and ready to go, we're gonna be starting off with that 800-meter run. Now this can be outside, this can be on a treadmill. If we do have restrictions, you can substitute this with a row, a bike, an elliptical, we find as well, but 800-meter run. Following that right away, we're going into 3 rounds of this circuit. First one is gonna be 10 dumbbell presses. You want them to weigh around 30 pounds if you can. This is more to be an ammo box press. So that can be done with a kettlebell, 1 kettlebell if you want, pressing above your head, controlling down, again, bracing the core as we do so. If you have access to dumbbells, 1 or 2, we're gonna push those dumbbells together, again, plant our stance, set the shoulders, brace the core, raise the dumbbells up, exhale as you push, and control that descent. We want to make sure we're pushing straight up into the air and not at an outward angle. After we finish those, we're going to be going into the burpee. An unmodified burpee is going to be a full hop down, hop back, push up, jump together, and jump to the air. If we wish to modify, we're just going to slow that movement down. So it's a controlled down, controlled step back, push up, or no push-up, whether it's on the knees, or again, no push-up, walk together and stand, maybe no jump if you have restrictions or if that's too impactful on any of your joints. After our 15 burpees, we're gonna go into 20 walking lunges. If you have dumbbells available, do weight this movement, whether they're light or a little bit heavier. These are gonna be alternating walking lunges. So step forward, keeping the chest up, core braced, push and step. That would be 1. And of course, I step back again, and that would be 2. So right and left is 1, all the way up to 20. After that, you're gonna go through that 2 more times. After you get through those 3 rounds, take a little bit of a rest period, and then we're transitioning into the fireman carry or bear crawl. So if you are doing this with a partner, You can perform a fireman carry or a piggyback, just have them hop on your back. Make sure if you do that, we're bracing through our core. If you feel your hips shift down, you could run into some lower back issues or a little pain or discomfort. So shift the hips up, brace the core the entire time. Otherwise, bear crawl. So if you're doing this solo or you don't want someone on your back, which is reasonable, a bear crawl. You're gonna work your way down onto all fours. Now try to have, as I'm demonstrating here, the hips in line with the rest of our body. You're gonna feel more comfortable pushing the hips up, brace the core, and try to bring those hips down. You're up on your toes as then we walk from one step to the other, again, bracing through your core. You're gonna go for 100 feet, do that twice. After that, we are moving on to sprint shuttles. You'll need a little bit of space here. If you are doing this at home or in the studio here, we don't have a full 50 meters to work with, so just modify for the space you have and you can increase the shuttles as needed. For that, we're just walking, jogging, or sprinting if possible to one line and then back. If you want to add a little bit to it, you can add a tap as we tap that ground. Make sure to keep the core engaged as we do so. Following that, we're going to be going into the cool down as well as a plank. So start off with your plank, whether it's on the mat or just the floor, work our way down to that hand-held plank position, elbow plank. Brace through the core, shift your hips up, holding here with a 1-minute timer. If we need modification, drop those knees down. Remember those 3 pillars. Push through the shoulders, engage my core. In this case, my stance is my knees, so I'm planting there. After we hold that for a minute, you officially bested today's fitness challenge and we're going to the rest of that cool down. For that cool down, we'll just start with a little bit of a shoulder stretch. 15 to 60 seconds on one side, then the other. We'll then go into a back stretch. Interlace those fingers in front of us, push our palms and shoulder blades away, bringing the head down in between the elbows. Again, hold for another 20 to 30 seconds. Interlace fingers behind our back, retract your shoulder blades, pull those hands down, opening up the chest and shoulders. And then to work on those legs, starting off with a little bit of a hamstring stretch, heel down, toe up. I'm hinging forward. If you need to brace, put pressure into our bent leg, not our straight leg. If you wish to intensify, you can grab that toe and lightly pull up. Do this on both sides. And then for a little bit of a quad stretch, feel free to grab a wall, probably not a cart that can be pushed or this board here, but elevate that back leg as we engage our core. Shift our hips up to keep that core tight, which will elongate the quad. Holding here again, 30 seconds or so, and the other side. After that, you've successfully completed this military style fitness challenge theme for the Marine Corps. Thank you so much for joining.